Witches and the Grinnygog episode 3. So we're really getting on with this show now. There's only 6 episodes from 1983. Hello, I'm Wolf and I watch queer media, classic kids TV shows, movies, and I rewatch movies I haven't seen for more than 15 years. There's not much happening. There's just talk of things, and I think they introduced some witches in the last episode. So we've got the Grinnygog and the witches. Now we need to start doing something because it's a wee bit creepy. And so like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook and YouTube and all the other platforms you've seen popping up. And thank you for your support. Visit my Patreon and we'll see you after the episode. I see if Bendy Bones is in this episode. I'm intrigued by Bendy Bones.
So London's not up to much then?
No, rather be here any day. Mum enjoyed it, and Essie.
Oh, so London wasn't very good after Grandpa spent his winnings?
She's doing a spot of detective work on our lodgers.
What about them?
It's a bit odd, really. The girl hasn't left the room since I arrived.
Because she's a mannequin?
Not in London either. Grandad says.
Oh, it's the witch. It's Bendy Bones.
Oh! Oh!
This is a private golf club. You've no right here, let alone light a fire.
Sand ain't private. Earth ain't private, nor is grass, nor is fire. Don't get
it's not
flustered.
her.
You didn't know I was here and you never
It's
could see me
her.
from over there.
It's Ian Beale's granite at EastEnders.
Now, why don't you join me in a nice hot brew and then I'll go about my business.
What?
Help you on your way too in this good morning air.
That's funny.
Nobody following, is there? Well, I must say a cup of tea would go down rather well. We take both, thank you.
It's like she's cast a spell on them.
And with the talisman,
Come away from there this minute.
fly away.
It's down!
He sank it from here. Straight in the hole.
It's dropped!
She's gone. Where?
Oh my god, she's a witch!
No sign of footprints.
And the laundry has just been turned into a museum. So it'd be nice to keep that looking attractive for the visitors, although we haven't had a great many yet.
What is her?
I like old things.
I'm getting confused myself.
I've been living in lodgings, very draughty at night, right by the bus route.
So she's Bendy Bones.
I was reared in an alien faith. Now, does that matter to you?
Of course not. What faith, may I ask?
Primitive. There's not many of us left now, only a few.
I'm not saying a word about primitive.
Not that I got anything against gypsies, but I must say it was funny to see this strange
Oh, there's always a gossip on the street.
reading their palms and telling them their Oh, no, dear, no. On second thoughts, I'll have the large bottle. No, the funny thing is, old Joe Huddy was at the bar, and he started to tell me, without this strange woman being able to hear anything, of course.
Give it a rest, women.
I hear your museum's not a success. What a pity after all your work.
Oh, that's a slapper.
How did you get in here, please?
I live here. His Reverence has kindly taken me in to keep the place very spick and very span.
Oh, I'm his daughter, Nan.
And I'm Letitia Bendybones. This is for drawing miseries out of the body. Stoppered with soft silver to keep the bad spirits in, see?
Still talking, is it? No. You try.
It's not a bad idea.
It's stone.
We should check up on everything, even what Jimmy says.
Good morning. Good morning to you. How are you? How are you?
He cast a spell on everybody. Everybody likes him. Nowadays that'd be creepy as hell. Saying morning to everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Aww. I saw Mr. Alabaster in town. He knows everybody, and they all seem to know him. Oh well, you've only lived here a few years now.
Mr. Alabaster's only been here a few days.
Why did I say that? Doesn't make sense. The Grinnygog made you.
Probably did.
Rumour has it that the names were Lillian Ems,
Mrs. Ems.
Edith the Posset,
Miss Posset's ancestor. The shoe.
and, wait for it, Letitia, sometimes known as Tisha, Bendy Bones. They have the task of guarding their sacred object. Capital letters, see?
The Grinnygog.
Is that why they're called guardians? Still alive? Is it possible?
Yes.
Miss Bendy Bones,
Yeah?
have you lived here a very long time?
Oh, good gracious, no, your father
I
only
mean,
employed me.
in the village.
Oh, yes. And if you know Lily Ems, don't talk about her. You take my warning.
As she told, her daughter's a mannequin.
Oh, Jimmy, I've left the cooker on! But we were only here yesterday. Did Grandad put those in?
Good heavens. What a glorious show.
Didn't you put them in,
He
Grandad?
said no.
Where'd I
Just
get
listen to
flowers
her.
like that? Never mind the cost. Oh, they're beautiful.
The Miss Ems doing a spell. The witch doctor. She's a witch. Shame you never seen them flying away though.
She hasn't left that room since before they came.
She blew the seeds on it.
Out the window? Oh, that's clever of her.
She told me. I heard it in my head. I woke up with earache.
You said it was a drum.
A drum in my earache.
So you went to the window and saw Mr. Alabaster in the street?
Let me tell it.
Go on then.
Colin thinks Miss Ems is something to do with all this, whatever it is.
I'm working on a plan to solve the Miss Ems mystery, one way or the other.
Should we interfere? They may not like it.
I don't think the Guardians will do anything evil.
You make good magic.
Wish I did sometimes.
But no buckle, no buttons, you opened it.
Yes,
That's it.
like this. No. Hold this and pull. And that way to close. That's it.
Careful you break it.
Mr. Twabailey Alabaster.
It's the local news already.
Mr. Alabaster, you're an anthropologist.
How did he get on the news?
For instance, there must be a sacred object, a fetish,
A
symbol,
fetish.
and there have to be rites to preserve.
The Grinnygog.
They always stop when it gets interesting.
What did he call it, Dad? A sacred object?
That's not sacred in the Christian sense now, no. Sacred to them, no doubt. He also called it a fetish.
Ha!
But a fetish? Fetish is an idol worshipped by primitive peoples, believed to be inhabited by a spirit and have magical powers.
To right a wrong and pay for Lily's waxen child.
Where's it to go to?
Oh, the store. In the new town.
Oh.
Coats and dresses at the top.
The Witches and the Grinnygog episode 3. So, we got to meet Bendy Bones, and it was the woman from Neverending Story, and the other woman on the golf course was Ian Beale's gran in EastEnders. Strange that maybe they'll get to interact with each other. So the plot is starting to come together, and it's starting to become interesting now. What do you think will happen? Do you think the Grinnygog will come to life on screen, or will we just imagine it? Anyway, thank you for your time. Cheers, yes.